everybody, welcome back. Today I am bringing you a haul of sorts. I was recently on holidays on the island of Lanzarote and I picked up a few bits and pieces to remind me of my trip, and I thought I'd show you because I think they're real cool and why not? I'll start with the little trinket bits, I think. So the first thing I think I bought while on my travels, they're all over there by the way in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. So the first thing I got was this little guy. He's a little wooden frog, and when you do this, sounds like a frog. Pretty impressive. This was the first thing I got while I was there, I think. On the Sunday there's a market somewhere up in the hills. This is not going to be a very informative video if you're ever going to Lanzarote because I can't remember the names of anything, but it was really nice. So the market's on a Sunday if you're ever going. Then I'll show you this. It's my little fridge magnet. As part of my 24/7 challenge, if you don't know what that is, I'll put a little thing, what are they called? Cards floating about my head somewhere. But basically, one of the things was I wanted to travel a lot this year, and Lanzarote was actually my last trip while I was 24. I've been collecting fridge magnets from everywhere I went this year, so Lanzarote was my last one. And I like this one because it's black and it's a volcanic island, so like the volcanic rock is like a big thing over there, so it's a good representation of our time there with the sun and the palm tree. Keeping on the volcanic rock theme, as I said, it's a big deal over there and they like make loads of jewellery. So I got myself a little volcanic rock bracelet, and it's real nice, and you know, just it's a nice little reminder, but it's also a cool little bracelet and I think it's nice. And to match it I got some volcanic rock earrings. I got both of these in a shop called Lotus Oliva. Who knows? But basically it was in Puerto del Carmen, somewhere along the strip, so if you know, you'll take a walk along there, you'll find it. But they had really nice, like you could buy this stuff everywhere, but they had nice, you know, a nice little collection and stuff, and I like these a lot. Anyway, they're my little volcanic rock jewellery collection, and I just thought it was really cool because it's really something a little different, and once again it's a nice little reminder of my holidays in Lanzarote. This is a little elephant that my boyfriend Mark actually got me while we were there. It was a nice little present. He's made out of this special rock that I'm pretty sure you can only get in Lanzarote, or maybe only in volcanic places. But basically it's like condensed, you know how volcanoes work and stuff, but it's like, you know, condensed, and then like, oh, when you break up on the rock, this is in. They had loads of stuff. They had willies made out of this stuff, and that's horrible. Like, why? You know, thousands, millions of years to make this cool rock, and then you make it into a willy. They're obsessed with willies over there. I think this is my last bit of trinketry, if that's the word. It is a nice little fan. I used this once while I was there, but I just thought it was really cool. It's really bright, and it's got these flowers on the front, which are for when you're feeling fancy. This is your nighttime fan option, and I feel like this side with the bigger flowers is your daytime fan option. So you're covered either way, because it was very warm there. I think it was like the hottest it was near 40 degrees, and the coolest it was like 25 degrees, which is bonkers if you live in Ireland, because we just do not get that kind of heat. The next thing I'm going to show you actually was more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. I purposely didn't bring any, like, you know, little handbag, like a nighttime bag. I brought a big beach bag with me, but I didn't bring a little one because I was like, while I'm there, I'll buy a holiday bag. Now I don't know if it's just me that has this in mind of like, it's a handbag and a little one, I mean, for a nighttime. But there's no way I'd probably use it in Ireland. It's a definite holiday bag, if you know what I mean. So I had this in my head of something that I was looking for, and I have a feeling it just doesn't exist. So I got the closest thing I could find to the idea of a holiday bag I had in my mind, which was this little guy. Do you see what I mean? It's that kind of like, oh, exotic, fabric-y patterns kind of deal. So yeah, this is my holiday bag now. It took a few days of searching, but I got there in the end. Quite the expedition to find this bad boy. And on that expedition I was distracted slightly by other bags, and one I could not resist, and so I had to get it. And this bad boy, just look at it, you know? Look at the stuff. And I managed to haggle. I bought the 2 bags in the one shop and haggled the nice lady there down to a good price. Kind of. But anyway, I got a few euro off the both of them. And I just think it is so pretty. Like, it's like a backpack one, and you know the way they're all big, you know, they're all the rage these days. And I don't have a backpacky bag that's not like, you know, a sports bag. And I just thought it was the prettiest thing ever, and I hadn't been looking for it, but when I saw it I couldn't leave it behind. And when I showed it to Mark's parents, we were on holidays with his family, his dad said that it looked very Canarian. So I was very pleased with that, because, you know, I like this whole traditional getting a feel for the place you are in. So this is my beautiful backpack bag that I love, and I just think the embroidery and the design on it is just so beautiful, and the colours, and it makes me happy to look at. I move on now to a few clothing bits that I picked up, and when I say a few I mean very few, like 2 things. I picked up this dress, which I got in one of, like, you know, the beachside shops, and it's just a little kind of beachy dress, but what I liked about it was, although it has this little strap that you can put around your neck, which I didn't, it is like a, you know, do we still call those boob tubes? I feel like that's, when you think about that word, it's a bit weird. But basically, it's no straps. There's no straps on it. It's strapless. That's where I'm going with this. It's a strapless dress, which I had not, you know, calculated into my wardrobe, my holiday wardrobe. So I was like, yeah, I definitely need one of those, because the tan lines were getting crazy, okay? And so I got this little guy, just to wear during the day, but also it's really nice pattern, and I like the colours. Like, it's not something that I wouldn't wear anyway, and so, you know, you could wear it out as well on the night time to a restaurant or a bar for a few cocktails. But yeah, I just thought it was a really nice dress, and I'll have it now in my wardrobe for any future sunny holidays that I'll be going on. And then the other clothing item that I bought while I was there was actually a coat, which it sounds crazy when you think about it, but I was, you know, thinking ahead, looking into the future. I'm going to need a coat when I get back to cold, rainy Ireland, and it was in Bershka. I never really go into Bershka in Ireland. There is one, like, in Dublin, but I don't know why, it just never draws me in. But we went in to the one, obviously, in Lanzarote, and I was pleasantly surprised, and they had a massive sale area. So obviously that's where my attention was drawn to. This, like, I think it's somewhere between, like, it wants to be a trench coat, but it's not quite a trench coat. It's a really nice green colour, and I have, like, a green jacket that's a little worse for wear, so this was a plan to replace it. It's a little more grown up than the other jacket that I have, and I just think it's really nice. I've worn it a couple of times now, and I just feel it dresses up whatever outfit I'm wearing, and I'm getting old now, so you have to, you know, accept it at some point and start to dress like an adult. It's like a slouchy trench coat, or as my dad, my dearest papa, decided to describe it, it looks like a dressing gown. So whatever way you want to go, you know, I like it, and I just think it's something different for me. Like, I don't have anything like it, so I said go for it. And then also it was reduced from 46 quid to 20, so you're hardly going to say no. So obviously that was a bargain and a half, as were like most of the things I bought. One thing that wasn't as much of a bargain as everything else was a pair of sunglasses that I picked up. Now, I have never spent more than like €5 on a pair of sunglasses. I have the pair that I've been using for the past 2 years was $1.50 from Pennies, and they've, you know, stood the test of time fairly well. But they are useless, it turns out, when you're actually in a sunny place I was wearing those pennies glasses over in Lanzarote and I was just getting headaches all the time because I was still squinting. Even though I had sunglasses on, I was still like squinting like a mad joke. And so I said, look, it's time to bite the bullet and buy a proper pair of sunglasses. So I got some Ray-Bans. I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I kind of have a thing about, I don't like having the same thing as everybody else. So I tried on like all of the styles, and I do apologise to my ever patient boyfriend for having to put up with my decision making process in this area. But I tried on the Wayfarers and the ones, you know, that they like, I tried them all on basically, and I liked them, but I just felt like they didn't suit my face as much as I'd like them to. Like, I love how all of the Ray-Ban ones look on other people, but whenever I put them on my face, I'm just like, I'm not sure if that works. So I ended up getting a pair that are a little different. I had seen them on the website, like I had been kind of toying with the idea of buying a pair of proper sunglasses, and the style that I like the best, I ended up getting them, and it is these guys. What do you think? What do you reckon, lads? I like them because they're like a little different. They're not too roundy, because I wasn't going to go for the whole John Lennon vibe. I just don't think I could pull that off. They are like a tortoise shell, which I like. That's my, like, I love that. That's my go-to kind of frame for sunglasses. But they're like a slightly more subdued tortoise shell. I feel like I'm getting way too deep in discussing these, but I don't know what the style is called because it doesn't have the name in the inside, but I just really like them, and I have been using them even since I've gotten back to Ireland because it's not very warm, but the sun does come out some now and again. The last few bits I'm going to show you I got in the airport on the way back. First thing I'm going to show you is this bottle of wine, and it's dry Spanish wine. I don't know, we obviously haven't opened it yet, but we got this because like in all of the restaurants they were using these as like vases, like they had flowers and candles and stuff in them. So I was like, I was just really intrigued by it, and we said, sure, let's go crazy, let's just buy ourselves a bottle. And this wasn't like overly cheap, to be honest with you. Like, you know, when you're used to spending £8 on a bottle of wine, this was like, oh, it's pricey, but we'll keep it for a nice special occasion. And also does it have a cork? Yeah, it does. Also the bottle is so nice. And the other thing I picked up in the airport was inspired 100% by a fellow YouTuber that goes by the name of Pollyanna Joyce, i.e. that is her name. And it is this massive bottle of mango vodka. If this isn't an invitation to come back to visit Polly, I don't know what is. Polly, if you don't know her, I'll link her channel around the place. We actually did a collaboration not so long ago, so go check that out. Polly is a fan of the mango vodka, and I thought, you know, I might as well give it a try. For 70 cl of it in Tesco, it's like 30 quid, and so this litre was €20. So I was like, you know what, that's just rude not to pick it up, to be fair. So I got myself a bottle of mango vodka, and if you have watched our collaboration, you might understand what I'm about to tell you is that last night I tried it, and I used rock shandy as the mixer, and yeah, that is the way forward, guys. Mango vodka with rock shandy. You're welcome. So there you go, that's everything I got on my holidays in Lanzarote. I had a great time over there. It was one of the best holidays I've ever had, and I will have a video up chronicling all the things we got up to while we were there in the not so distant future. I do have like a week's worth of footage, so it will take me a little while to edit all that down, but watch this space. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and if it made you want to go to Lanzarote, then do, because it's real nice. So thanks for watching. I hope you're having a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.